Tactv, belting the globe with the gospel.
Hello there, beautiful Wednesday morning to you. This is News in Brief at 10 right here on Tactv. I am Abigail Ifia Owusu Bempa. Now let's head straight to our stories for this morning. President of the Apostolic Church Ghana has paid a special visit to the Apostolic Students and Associates APOSA, University of Ghana Legon chapter in the Greater Accra region. Now the visit was an honor to an invitation by the chapter for its 3-day retreat under the theme, The Porter, the Pot, and the Clay, held at the University of Ghana campus. The report has more.
The retreat is an annual event organized by the Apostolic Students and Associates, APOSA, University of Ghana, Legon chapter. The program aims at bringing all members together for a time of spiritual nurturing and transformation to fulfill God's purpose for their lives. Speaking at the climax service, President, Apostle Dr. Aaron Amina admonished all present to allow themselves to be shaped by God's purpose and not their personal ambitions.
We want God to do things with us, but not as He wishes. We want Him to do what we want. We want Him to do what we believe. But that's not what God is asking. He's asking, will you allow me to do with you as I wish to do? And we've heard today why clay is important and why God chooses clay. But the clay has something, and the clay does something. And that is what this passage is asking us to do. If I should use one word, I will say the word yield. Yield. And when I say yield, I'm not talking about the yield of bearing fruit. I'm talking about the yield of surrender.
He further charged the members to submit their all to God and yield to Him as believers.
If there's any word I want you to leave here with, is the word surrender. What the average person in church does today is to give a certain part of our lives to God. And it is usually an area where we want God to do something for us, an area where we need God. So you realize that in academic institutions like this one, when it gets to examinations, even unbelievers pray. Yeah, because they are realizing that, hey, God, when it comes to exams, I need you. A lot of us in church think that we have surrendered our lives to God. No, most people haven't. They have allowed God into certain aspects of their lives. And today, my question for all of us is, in which aspects of your life have you allowed God, and which doors have you closed to Him?
The campus ministry pastor, Pastor Robert Saki, shared with the news team the inspiration behind the program.
Our focus and the reason for this theme is that we will come to the place where we will see ourselves as the clay that we are, and to understand that God is a potter. And there's no better place to be than to be in the hand of the potter, so that He can mold us into the kind of person that He has destined us to be. And for the youth, we believe that this is very strategic, because we have a whole life ahead of us. And so coming to this understanding and committing ourselves into the hands of God, when allowing God to shape us, we believe that will bring us to the point where we shall fulfill our purposes, according to what we have been destined to do.
Some attendees also spoke with the news team.
What motivated me to attend this program is there is a time that comes that every man may be depleted of the resources within the man. And having been called to Jesus Christ as believers, we need to keep replenishing and renewing our strength in the Lord. So retreat is a moment where we come to the feet of Jesus Christ and he pours in us again, so that every time we keep refreshed and renewed. So my motivation for coming to this program is for me to gain spiritual renewal, for revival to happen to me, so that whatever I have fallen short, the Holy Spirit will enable me that my walk with God will be perfect.
What I am taking home from this prayer retreat 2026 is that when it comes to consecration, you need to abstain, you need to flee, you need to make room for God and not make room for the flesh. So that's what I took home, and it's a blessing.
In fact, retreat has been a blessing. Starting from Wednesday, we enjoyed it. The power of God was full, and it was a blessing. Of the teaching our daddy gave, one thing I know about this man is that he's a solid teacher, and one of the things that he said that blessed me is that the moment we hand over our heart to God, everything that we desire in God and God desires in us comes to pass. So you shouldn't be centered on the fact that you give God only one aspect of our life, that God enter into academics or something, but generally if we hand over our hearts to God, he would perfect our ways and perfect our will at all times.
And this is all we have for you for this morning. This has been News in Brief at 10 here on Tactv. We'll be coming your way this evening with the main news bulletin. Until then, do enjoy the rest of our programs. And you're still reminded of the 21-day fasting and prayer, which is ongoing. You're encouraged to participate in this special activity and spiritual journey and be edified. I am Abigail Ifia Owusu Bempa.